Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to a mukbang. Technically, it's a very boring chicken nuggies from Flamingo. It's a very small meal, so it doesn't really consist of a mukbang. But I'm gonna capitalize on the fact that people are loving mukbang. I'm gonna capitalize on the fact that it's a clickbait title, and yeah, I'm gonna give you because I'm lying to you, because I'm technically lying to you. I'm gonna give you more content for your cluck clock buck, which is time buck, which is the most precious resources. I'm gonna be including a story with the mukbang, said mukbang, and that story is a juicy one, juicier than 500 hours of energy. Not sponsoring me, but sponsoring the energy, and the energy is what I'm bringing you here. The energy is why I get to talk to you guys. The energy is why I don't want to sleep all day in bed. So technically, sponsoring me. I'm not sponsoring the video, but sponsoring me, and me is the video. Doesn't make any sense, but hey. People do quite different. I'm gonna be adding sauce. Now, for the people that don't know, I'm not really a sauce kind of guy, but when in Rome, do as the Roman did. I'm not talking about a fallen empire. I'm not talking about drawing picture. It is a picture of kids. I'm talking about much more, and that much more is, of course, a sauce. Today, the story is a intricate story into my life, something I never talk about on stream. And now you say, wow, Ink, you've lived a very, very colorful life. Either that or I don't talk that much on stream. Right? One of the two, a bazingo. Now, I'm only going to use half the sauce packet, because I know I said when in Rome, do as a Roman, but let's not go crazy over here. And sauce is too much, because too much sauce is lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce is not a feeling we want to get right now. The actual story is my time in a multi level marketing scheme. Yes, a pyramid scheme. Yeah, boy got scam. So how it all started, I guess, is the way. So this guy, he came to me in Facebook Messenger. Now, you know this was long ago because your boy didn't have Facebook in 8 years. But before that, when I did, oh, it's cold. Oh, yeah. Man, You know, the nuggets were a bit more salty. I'd be like, damn, this is sweet. I enjoy though, like plum. And this guy takes me on Facebook and say, hey, how are you? Have you been looking for a way to make more money? Now keep in mind, at that time, I'm living at my mom's house. I'm doing nothing with my life, but playing PS3. Yeah, we're that old. Quality meat too. And he comes to me, and I tell him, what does it involve? And give me the usual. He talks about the phone, but let's meet up. We meet up and bring me to convention. Now, you guys know, the boys got ADHD. I maybe understood half of that, what they were saying on the front, but they were mentioning about making some real dough, where people on the scene that came in and said, oh, how ACN. The company was called ACN. Improve my life, change my life. Well, the guy, I was so young, I was like 17. And the guy on the cover of the magazine that we're giving for free was talking on the stage. Now, in my brain, there was no way that they made a magazine just to showcase the magazine guy. But they didn't. Right? So, my friend buy me a sandwich. Right? I'm like, eh. The guy said, are you down? And as the impulsive ADHD I have, I said, of course I'm down. And although it wasn't really my boss, it was a bit my mentor. So I said, what time can we start? And we started next week. Now, keep in mind, I have a reservation about this guy. Back in the days, we're talking about 20 something years ago. I used to play this game called Neopets. Neopets was a game that you had your pets, and by having those pets, you have to feed them, you have to take care of them, you should get games, and by the games, you get points to feed them. And it was a lot of work. And I was a guy without a computer. So I gave my account, I shared my account. I said, listen, I know you don't have a lot of time, I don't have a lot of time, let's do it together, right? And this guy gave the password away. Like, bro, you betrayed me. That should have been my first time that was a scam, right? But I didn't see it. And although it was a scam, my mom, she helped me out. I got a neighbor that helped me out. My father. It was a scam. But I was stubborn. I said, Dad, I got to be my own boss. I get to be a salesman. And I know I'm saying my dream is to make content and YouTube. But there's another dream in there. That's to be a salesman. Now, I don't know about you, but if you think about it, every single video is every single video is, in one way or the other, a sales pitch. Like if reviews, to say for subscriber, comments, like, to get to the algorithm and make a next video, right? And we started. I called up all my friends. Now, here's the kicker. This guy, and then my friend, for 20 years. So most of the people we knew them together. However, those people showed up for me, but didn't show up for him. And I was like, holy shit, that's good, bro. That's really fucking good. And it's funny because I had no idea it was a scam. Immediately, it was a scam. ACN was selling cell phone plan, internet plans, electricity, and gas. Yes. And it was a scam. But I have a choice. Either see this as a scam or see this as what it is. It's kind of nice. But before that, I'm realizing something incredible. Sorry. I was stubborn and didn't believe it was a scam. And when people are telling me, you're not going to make it on YouTube, you're not going to make it on content creation, you're never going to make it. And I'm so stubborn. And I'm having the same stubbornness 13 years later. So the nature of the bees don't change. Is the world around the bees change? The forest is the other animals. Right? So, I did it for 1 year. During that year, I called at least 40 people. None of them signed. Right? And I was kept. So I'm not mad at those people. I'm not mad. I understand where they were coming from. Everybody in this world is trying to make a buck. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if you're a friend or family. Everybody in the world is trying to make a buck. Right? Keep that in mind. And it's nutty because those people they kind of sold me onto it. They were like, "Yo, you're good. You're calling everybody. You're calling a lot of people. You're a good salesman." And I believed them. And we had this grade system where you had a grade, and I thought that that's auto validation, something I didn't have in my life at all. I thought, holy shit, I'm getting this validation, something I'd never gotten before. I was hooked onto it. Every Saturday we'd go to a meeting. Every Sunday we would work. Right? I remember, oh my god, I remember going with the boys. There were 4 people going to the metro station and trying to sell our product. Right? And it's something I never wanted to do, not wanted to do, but never thought I would do. I was shy. I was insecure. I was like, holy shit, this is it. This is us. This is my life. This is my future, right? And just there, this is a big win. And I'm realizing that, like I said, I can take it from two occasions. I lost in a year of my life. I lost a ton of friends. Okay, I'll be honest. I lost a ton of friends, and I don't want to be a dick, right? But man, it sucks because again, I'm being in the same situation that we were before. So my question is, like, it's this life has a tendency to repeat itself. You don't want it to repeat itself, but it repeats itself. And the way it's repeating itself is that my father says you're spending too much time doing your work, doing your videos, and not enough time with us. I was super mad at my boss yesterday because he said no more videos. I spent a large amount of time making videos, content, doing clips, fucking analyze, review, streams. I'm spending so much time on that. I'm not doing anything else except for work, of course. But no, second, the fashion is repeating itself again. However, ACN, the multi-level pyramid. And you know why I'm saying this video? Because I watched a video this morning on The Office. They were talking about that. And okay, so if you don't know what it is, it's like this guy, this person on top, pyramid scheme, is gonna hire two people, and you're one of the two people, and you each have to hire three. So he's making a residual on three, and if those three people come in and buy three more, then he's making residual on 9. Now, it used to work wonder. It made a lot of people rich, like the Bitcoin scam, because people don't know about it, and there was not enough warning about it. So again, I got scammed. I was called a scammer. I was called a scammer, dudes. I was 17 years old. Was called a scammer, right? And there's part of me that doesn't I don't regret a lot of things in life. Like, I lost a lot of friends, yes. And in the grand scheme of things, if I had to lose those friends to become a better person, then I'm glad I lose them, because at the end of the day, I'm my own person, and the only thing that matters is how I treat others. And to treat others well, I have to treat myself good. To treat myself good, I have to be able to love myself and to evolve as a person who is capable of surrounding himself with good people because he deserves it. I've been talking about friendship and how there's so many good friends I have, and I didn't feel like I deserved them, but now I'm starting to feel like I deserve them, right? And it's the evolution of a psychology. You're starting from a place of, well, yeah, I love being their friend, but do they love being my friend? To, yeah, we're making a good bond. We're having this great friendship, and I'm thankful for them, and I hope they're thankful for me. It's different, right? And those meetings taught me more about myself. I was a salesman. I was having social club outside of school, outside of work, which is something I never had. I was traveling, and of course I was traveling to fucking convention, but I was still traveling. I was still doing something. At the end of the day, I was doing so fucking much, and it's kind of nutty in a lot of ways, because this taught me a lot of lessons. This taught me to be selling, to be charismatic. This taught me to not be afraid of getting no. This taught me not to be afraid of rejection. This also improved me so much. Yes, I'm talking about how I lost friends, and in the grand scheme of things, maybe I had to lose these friends. Yes, I'm talking about losing time and resources, because I spent a lot of money there, money that I didn't necessarily have. I didn't have a job. I just got out of school. I didn't have unlimited funds. My mom had to help me. My mom was a single mother and a condo that was super expensive, and I'm like, fuck. I fucked those people over. I didn't mean to fuck those people over, but wanting them to get involved into a scheme. Even I often talk about intentions versus like action. So, for example, I try to get those people involved in a scheme. I didn't know it was a scheme. If I knew it was a scheme, I wouldn't get them involved. Because I didn't know, my actions aren't reprehensible. They're not quote unquote evil. But I still got them to join into a scheme. And I still cost them money. At the end of the day, it wasn't the intent, but this is the results. So, do I feel guilty? Yes. Should I be held accountable? Probably. I don't know. It's such a tough question. Where does your responsibility lies versus where it ends? Are you responsible for everything that went back around you? Are you only responsible by the thing that you've done yourself, right? Um, but I evolved. I went to again to convention. I travel. The lesson I learned there were important. The friendship I made there were important. And although none of those friendships are lasting today, none of them. Um, it was still some good friendship. It's still some moments I had that was pleasurable. It was still some moments I had that were somehow somewhat fun. And to be honest, I wouldn't take it back for the rest of the for anything. Yes, it was a horrible experiment at the end of the day, but it was an experiment I had to live. It was something I had to do. And if I didn't do it, then maybe I wouldn't be the person I am today. It's we're talking about the foundation. We're talking about the yeah, the foundation, the elements, the construction material you needed to create this person that's in front of you, and that's part of it. And it was possibly a worse experience, but and you know it's kind of crazy because I keep referring it to as a bad experience, but technically a bad experience I had much worse. I had my heart broken, I felt the depression, I was abused, not as a kid but as an adult, not sexually abused either, mentally abused. Um, I've been going through so much, and those things I didn't choose to be in them. But ACN was something I chose to be in, right? And when I learned it was a scam, I left. But I still chose to be in. And when people told me it was a scam, I would always tell them, "Yo, you don't understand. You're just jealous," because that was what I was being told to. They were trying to warn me, right? But I didn't listen. So is it history repeating itself right now with YouTube, or am I truly making something out of myself? I don't know. What I know is I'm full. I'm really full. I thank you for being with me. And a small plate, but hey, your boy has been eating since morning. So again, I love you. I hope you're good. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. If you're not, get that situation up, my dude. And again, don't be afraid to go in situation you don't understand. Don't be afraid to go in situation you fear. Don't be afraid of going in uncertain situation. Because at the end of the day, you might get something positive. At the end of the day, you might just find that you're in this position for better or worse. And a lot of time, better or worse is either going to be a good situation or teach you something. And those are two win-win situations. Think about it. I love you guys. Peace. That was awesome.